guys every year. I'm so excited. I'm on Team Paladin, which is Mel from Melville Reads and Deja from Deja. What was her channel's name again? Something World. Deja something World. Deja's Book World. I hope I'm saying the channel's name right and her name right. I suck at pronouncing names. But anyways, I am on their team, which is Paladin, if I didn't say. I don't think my first book is going to give me a lot of points. It should give me at least 30 points, because it's an author I read from before, which is one of the our main prompts, Paladin. I don't think it's Overcoming Injustice. I won't know until I'm reading the book. But it'll at least give me 10 for that. It'll give me 20 points for the length, I believe. Yeah. Because 201 to 400 or 401 is 20 points, and then 40 then for 401 or 402 to 601 or something like that. I don't know. And so on. So at least give me 30 points. I don't think it will give me much points for the negative and positive, but that's okay. This is just going to be the first day, and this will be maybe the first book. I am going to start this one, but there's another book that's coming today that I really want to read. So, but this is about Riley. He was turned into a vampire when he was young. And he's more hungry and more fractured than the average vampire. So he stays clear of the humans. But then he goes into town, to the bakery, and there's Seth, and Seth is the baker there, and he starts falling for Seth. That's, of course, human, so. And I've read a lot of books by Gray Byron before. So, yeah. This is the first book in the Coastal Creatures series. So, but 30 points wouldn't be bad. I wanted to show you guys the bookmarks. There's one. There's the other one. Oh, let me get it closer. They're so shiny, aren't they? Let me get that one closer with the kitty cats. I can't remember. I think ours is dragons, I think. I cannot even tell. But is that what, they're really shiny, aren't they? Look how shiny they are. Look at that, right? But I had to pick Paladins. One thing, I'm always on Mel's team, and another thing is Onley James. One of her books is called Paladin. So Paladin. I mean, come on. That was my sign right there. Whoever was going to have Paladin, I would have picked, even if it wasn't Mel. I'm going to say. Yeah. But anyways, these are just so beautiful, aren't they? I love it. I also have a sweater, but I didn't put it on. So maybe I'll put it on later for you guys can see my sweater. A mini. But yeah, so I just love them. They're so shiny. So shiny. Here they are all together. But yeah, I had to get them all because I love bookmarks. Oh, and it's the cubicle. I would say it. So, I am going to see if I can find dungeon. Where are you, dungeon? There you go. Here, I see it. I want to see if I can find this on as an ebook, because I heard that it's like, this is definitely out of my comfort zone. I can't remember if Cassidy gave this a 5-star or 4-star. I know she loves the series, but I can't remember. So, I'm excited, but I'm also scared. But yeah, all I know is that it reads like a video game. I think that's what they said. And I don't play video games, so we'll see. But I'm probably gonna, if I can find it on audio, I'm probably gonna listen to the audio. Try to, because I always try to listen to audio, and half the time I can't even get into the audio. But yeah, but I think this would work for a lot. For Cassidy, everybody's got the prompt that Cassidy gave, which was, I believe Cassidy's prompt was school setting? No, competition. Competition. So, and isn't this kind of like a competition? Yeah. So they try to survive the end of the world, or just get to the next level in a video game like trap-filled fantasy dungeon. A dungeon that's actually the set of a reality television show with countless viewers across the galaxy exploring. Exploding goblins, magical potions, deadly drug dealing llamas. This ain't your ordinary game show. Well, it is a competition, right? Sounds like it. A game is, you know, if you're playing it with other people, against other people, it is a competition. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm assuming it would be competition. I don't know. I have no idea. None. But we'll see. But that's another book I want to read. So I didn't film a TBR, so I just want to let you guys know. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. I just wanted to give you that update. Once I started this, and which will probably be later today because today's Sunday, so church. I don't know if I'll be able to be on any, what do you call it? Like today they're doing a, you know, reading sprints. Oh my God, why couldn't I think of it? Today they're doing reading sprints, but I don't think I'm going to get to the reading sprints. Maybe some of it. But today's Sunday church. And then I don't know what we're doing after church, so. But I'm excited for this. So I still need to read the last book in her other series, in Gray's other series. I was gonna buy it, but I bought so many books already last month. I might still buy it this month sometime. If I do, then I'm definitely gonna be reading that one, Unleashed Mayhem, which is Maddie and Nightmare story. That one's a demon. This one is vampires. I think the last one were vampires too. Yeah, the first thing with vampires mate series does, says right there. Roman, Soren, Lucen, Jones. I don't think I ever read a couple of these. Don't remember reading Colin's book. I think I might have it. And I don't remember if I read Wolfgang. But anyways, I'm going to let you guys go, and I will update you guys later when I get a chance to read. Bye for now. So I haven't read much more, but I read a little. I mean, I haven't read much, but I did read a little bit. I'm on page 30, I think? 33. Chapter 4. I love that they're short chapters. I love short chapters. So yeah. And they've interacted, but not really much yet. That's, oh yeah. Because like I said, he was turned into a vampire, and they get like, until they find their mates. If it's anything like the other book, I could be wrong, but like in the other series at least, I know until they find their mates, they could be a little feral. And yeah, and he has like the vampire parts in him. You know what I mean? Like he's vampires, so like these, he hears voices. It happened in the other books too, like when they're been without their mate for a long time, or whatever you're gonna say. And after a while, their vampire part of them start like talking and stuff, and they start making them feel like a little crazy and stuff. And anyways, so he's like starting to get that, so like he's in the wood, you know, like he stays hidden. And like I was telling you guys, he's a vampire, and then Riley is the vampire, and then Seth is the baker there. Riley's 19. I don't know how old he was when he was turned. And I guess until they're a certain age, I can't remember if that's correct, but I think until they're a certain age, they're still the age that they were. I can't remember. It's been a while since I read her vampire ones, because last series was demons, but she wanted to go back to her vampire books. So, yeah. Yeah, he was, Seth was coming home from the bakery thing, and he was walking in. Riley knocked him down, and he was like, and then the vampire voices came out and was like, I want to eat you, or something like that. I want to feed you. I want to eat you? Is that what he said? I'm not exactly sure. He said something along those lines. And then he ran off. So, yeah. So that's all that's really has happened so far. And then he did show up at the bakery, but he didn't like talk or anything to him. And he and Riley, Seth told him to come back when it opened, but he never did. And now he's curious about Riley and where I'm at. He's gonna find out more about him. So I don't know if he's gonna find out he's a vampire. I think his cousin is married to either a vampire or a demon. I know they're in one of the other series. Can't think of his name. Seth, I'm talking about, not Riley.
Why? You're not going out.
I can't remember his name.
Geez, just came back in.
Trying to get through. Trying to find his name. Oh, you know what? In his kitty toys. That's like his. Trying to find his. Yeah, I can't find his name. If I find it, I'll tell you guys later. But anyways, I believe he is. His cousin was in another book. Because their names sound familiar. Him and his partner. But anyways, yeah. So, and I already know who the next book's about. I didn't read the. I don't know how it ends, but I saw the author mention who's next, and we met him already. I don't know who his significant other is, but I know one of my. I'm already liking him. His name's Luke. That's all I'm gonna say, and I'm already liking him. Just a little interaction him and Seth had together, and he is a little kid. He's a little boy, and he's the first one, Luke, that, it's not a spoiler because it happens right away. He's the first one that shows up at the bakery, you know, because how it's super small, so there always has to be one person that goes in and be's the penny, not the penny, what is it called, what is that called? The one that has to eat first. You know, the guinea pig. That's it. There's always, so he's kind of like the guinea pig, the one that goes in and sees how like how the person is and how the food is. So yeah. So Luke is that person. I just love him already. I can already tell that I'm gonna love his little boy too. I think it was a boy that he has, but yeah. So his book is going to be next. I'm so excited. That's probably not going to be until like the end of this year, beginning of next year probably. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember if she does her books like where all of them come out the same year, or if it's 2 that come out one year and then the following year the last one comes out. I can't remember. But this one has already given me at least 4 stars. Yeah. But I will update you guys when I've read more and when my book gets here. Yeah. I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Hi everybody, I'm not done, but I'm almost done with Speed the Vampire. I'm loving this. Could potentially be a 5-star. I don't see it being a 6-star unless it's like the ending is so amazing, you know what I mean? But I really love Seth and Riley. And I love that they're having like mentioned other characters from the other worlds or the other series with the other supernaturals, like the demons. And the first set of vampire books that Gray wrote. So I'm loving it. Yeah. So I am on page 212, and there's 303, 308 pages. So yeah, I'm almost done. It is so good, funny, pretty spicy. You know, so far it's more like, you know, like BJs and stuff like that than actual, well, they have actually, you know, went all the way, but I don't know what I'm allowed to say on YouTube, so yeah, but yeah, they've already done that, but the beginning it was mostly like, yeah, just, you know, each other off. But even those were like pretty hot. I haven't wrote anything in here. I almost did a couple of times, but then I was like, no, not right now. But yeah, I did get my other book, well, one of my books. The other one won't be here now until tomorrow, but I got Nero Vance? I'm not sure if that's how you say it. Nero Vance, I think, by Alexandra St. Pierre. It's a dark techno thriller Mel romance. And I don't know too much. I don't know what his name is. There's Milo and then him. He just goes by the Forgotten. I think you find out what his actual name is in here, but it's supposed to be a spoiler, I think. So he's just called the Forgotten. There is dark themes in here, so trigger warnings. But it looks like it's gonna be really good. It's a pretty big book. I don't know too much about it, and I don't really want to spoil it. I might tell you a little bit about it as I'm reading it, but for right now, I want to go in as blind as possible. This will definitely work from, I'm counting it, because I think that counts. As long as I got pretty far the first time I read a book by this author, I think it would count for the author that you read from before. Even though I DNF'd it, I still read from the author. So, this one is really, really intriguing. I was reading just a tiny bit. I didn't start it officially yet though, so I'm gonna like start from page 1 again, but I was just looking ahead just a little bit to make sure that what I was looking at intrigued me so far. It did for the most part, so. All I know is that he's stalking Milo for some reason. Supposing to stalk her, but I don't know. I just feel like maybe his identity is, maybe he knows him or something like that at one time. I'm not really sure. All I know is that it's intriguing, so. It is, like I said, there are triggers. So, but it has me intrigued. Where the other book, ugh. Yeah, I didn't care for the other, yeah. But I like Milo, sorry. The Forgotten Person intrigues me. So, we'll see. But that's it. That's all I have to update you now. Even if I finish this, I doubt if I'll come back on anymore tonight. So I'll probably, sorry, my eyes are just, I'll probably update you guys tomorrow with my final thoughts. But yeah, I'll definitely finish this tonight. And maybe start this one. I'm not sure. But I'm very intrigued. But I was looking up to this page, and I was like, okay, don't spoil. You don't want to find out his identity, because I want to find out his identity, you know, when you're supposed to. Because sometimes I'll look ahead if I'm like, oh, I want to know now, and I get impatient. But this time I'm going to try my hardest not to look ahead to find out if they're connected, and if they are connected, how they're connected. But I just had that feeling that they're going to be connected. But I like Milo a lot. So, we'll see. And I will update you guys tomorrow night. Hi, everybody. Happy evening. Actually almost the beginning of day 3, but happy second day of Ramadan, or night. Whatever you want to say. Because it's already almost 11 here on Monday night. So, anyways, I did yesterday finish Don't Feed the Vampire. I still have to tomorrow go through the everything and see what I can get points, minus or negative, minus or plus points for this book. So yeah, and see, I can't remember what my other prompt is, my other main prompt. Sorry. I know it's an author that you read you read from before. So that one works for this one, and then I can't remember what the other one was. But I know it gives me, I don't remember if it's 10 or 20 points for pages. I think it's 20, 40. So I think it's 20 for, if it's over 300 in the 300 area, I think. But I really love this. I loved Riley and Seth, and I love like that this is gonna be like set to a new like species. Yeah. And Luke is gonna be the one of the main characters. I don't know who the other one is because it's a new supernatural creature. That's all I know. But yeah. So tomorrow, because I kept falling asleep, I was gonna update you guys earlier. But anyways, tomorrow I'll go through the points and I'll tell you what I got, how many points I got, and if I'm gonna subtract, give to my team or attack a team. I'll let you guys know. But it was a 5-star. I just loved it. I had a good time. Loved the characters. I loved their relationship. I thought it was good. I liked that when he found out, you know, it wasn't like a lot of people were there. So, oh, yay, you know, yay, it's a vampire. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just had a really good time. That's why I gave it 5 stars. And because I love the characters. If I would have loved the book, but I wasn't in love with the characters. I liked the characters, but I wasn't like absolutely batshit crazy in love with them, then it would probably been a 4-star. But I just thought these two had the best chemistry together. I thought they were so cute. I just loved them so much. So I was happy about this. 5 stars. I started Neurovance by Alexandra St. Pierre. This is already quite the ride. Like, I still got a while to go. I'm on page 125, and I'm like, okay, this is cool. I'm on part 2. I don't know how many parts there are, but this is just very dark already. And I thought that I really like Milo and the Forgotten. I almost told you what the Forgotten's name is, but that's supposed to be a secret. You know, I figured out pretty early who he was. That's all I'm gonna say. But let me tell you, let me make sure not say anything. Okay, so in this world, all I gather so far is in this world, you can get your memories, like your bad memories erased, and but keep your good ones. And Narrowvance is the company that does this. All we know is that something's going on with the Forgotten. Something happened to him. That's all I know. I don't think it's a spoiler because I think you can figure it out at the very beginning if you read it. You'll be knowing, like, okay, we know something's going on. What happened to the Forgotten that makes the Forgotten be what he is? That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah. So this is very intriguing. I'm a little nervous because I know sometimes Alexandra doesn't have a happy ending in her book sometimes. Sometimes it's an unconventional HEA. So I just know I've only read one of her books. Well, tried to read one of them, I DNF'd. That's why I think this is going to count, for me at least. I don't know if anybody else would count a DNF reading reading a book prior from the author, but to me it is. It's also given author another chance because I DNF'd the other one, so I'm going to use it for that one. I don't know, like I said, what the other prompt is. So it depends, but this is going to give me the next set of points for page count. So, because this is way over 500, it's almost 570 pages. Let me double check. Try to look without spoiling myself. 560. Yeah, 565 pages. So I think this is going to give me 40 points. I think it's 20, 40, 60, and 80. Yeah, but we'll find out tomorrow when I find the paper. But I'm pretty sure that it's going to give me like at least 50 points just for the page count and one of the prompts. One of my main prompts, so yeah. And let me show you. I did also listen to. Well, I don't have it in here, but I did listen to the first. Hold on a minute. I was listening to it, so I don't have the actual page, but I'll tell you. Part 1, or chapter 1. There's chapter 1, and then it goes to part 1. I finished chapter 1. So, I was listening to it, so that's 10 pages, right? Yeah, I listened to 10 pages of it so far, so. But I'm going to reread it because your girl's brain. I was like, what is the alien saying to him? So, I might have already, I don't know. I don't think I told you guys that I started this, so I don't remember. But anyways, and I also got, and I'm going to be starting this, What Would It Cost by Sin Blackrose? This one says, everything has a price, even for one night of passion, but what happens when you want more? In my world, I get what I want, no matter the cost. This is, I forgot their names. Leo and Ethan, maybe? Let me double check. Leo? Yep, Leo and Ethan. Leo's married, and him and his wife are having money problems, and they're barely holding their relationship, together. So he makes an arrangement with Ethan for one night. And he's supposed to get all this money, and of course Ethan's gonna get obsessed with them. Ethan's a psychopath. And yeah. And I've read a lot of Sin Black Rose's books, and they're quite a ride. They're intriguing, I'll tell you that much. So this is definitely going to give me 10 points for read from the author prior from the author. I actually have another book by her that I started and I never finished for some reason. So I need to go back and get that book and read it. I might do it during this readathon if I can remember what I did with it. But yeah, I'm excited because you're in for a treat with this series, with this author. But just be aware, there's a lot of triggers. There is cheating in here. I just want to let you know. The two guys don't cheat on each other, but like I said, not Ethan. Oh my gosh. I forgot his name already. Leo is married. So, even though I don't know how she's awful, but I heard that his wife isn't a very nice, so I'm curious what that means. Like, how ain't she nice? I mean, is she abusive? Is she just a shitty person? Does she have, doesn't care about anybody? Like, what? Is she a psychopath? I don't know. But all I know is that I'm excited to find out. So, I'm definitely going to be starting this. I might go in my room and read for like about a half hour just to, because I fell asleep, just to like, you know, just to like clear my mind a little bit before bed. So I might go and read like maybe 2 or 3 chapters before I go to bed. But I did pass out for at least an hour and a half, 2 hours. I am tired, but I might be able to read like maybe the first 3 or 4 chapters just to see. I don't know how long the chapters are. Let me see. So, 2 chapters would be 42 pages. So, if I stop on chapter 4, that would be 52 pages. It depends on how fast I read it. Look at the pictures, so let me show you. Oops, my thing is like sliding all over. I think I lost the tab too already. These tabs are already falling off. I hate when tabs do that, when they won't stay on your thing. So, what is this? We got, what do you call it? A barn? For the prologue. And then we got a will for the first chapter with Leo. And we got a skyrise apartment for Ethan. I'm curious why he got a skyrise apartment and Leo gets this will thingy, whatever the thing is. Like a cage? Well, I don't know what this ball is. I don't know what that is. But I'm just intrigued why Leo's is so much darker. Well, I know why Ethan is why it's a skyrise, actually. Because he's very rich. Very, very rich. So that's probably why he's got the sky thingy. But what in the hell is this machine-looking thing? I don't know. I guess we'll find out if there's a meaning for it. But anyways, yeah, I'm excited. So I'm going to let you guys go. And I'll let you know tomorrow if I started this tonight. I know I might read at least a chapter or 2 because I do. I like to put lotion on my feet, and before I go to sleep I like to let it soak in for about 5-10 minutes. So while my lotion's soaking in, I might read, like I said, a couple of chapters. Who knows, I might set my alarm and read until midnight since I did pass out for a little bit. I don't know yet, but I will update you guys sometime tomorrow. I do have, sorry, my eye is so dry and itchy. Ugh. I do have another book coming tomorrow. I'm very intrigued by this book. It's another really dark Mel. I don't know if it's considered romance. I know it's there's a romance in it. I think it's a romance thriller. Romantic thriller, whatever. Excuse me. But, okay, I'm done jibber jabbing. This is 15 minutes already. Over 15 minutes of me just yapping my mouth. So, I will talk to you guys on day 3 of Ramathon. Hopefully it ain't going to be this late at night on day 3. Okay, bye. Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I did start before I went to bed last night. Sorry, I'm drinking coffee. I did start what would it cost before I went to bed last night. And oh my gosh, this book. Ethan, yeah, he's definitely a psychopath. He's very intriguing, like what he thinks about people that aren't psychopaths. Let me get a sip of my coffee. Yeah, don't worry, I'm also drinking water. Got my water right here. But anyways, and I definitely understand why Leo would fall for someone like him. Like, would fall under his control and stuff. But it hasn't got there yet, but we're getting there. I'm on page 107, I think. Yeah, chapter 9. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go because Robin's playing music. I'll be back. Hi! I finished earlier today What Would It Cost by Finn Blackrose. 5 stars. I feel like giving it a 6 star, but I'm trying to like hold off for at least a little bit before I give a 6 star just to see if I still have that 6 star feeling. You know what I mean? In like another week or two. So right now I'm gonna stick with 5, but this was so good. I love Leo. Leo. Don't get me wrong, I like Ethan, even though he's a psychopath, but Leo, for me, stole the show. I don't know what it is about Leo, but I loved him from the first line, like the first little bit in here. I was like, oh. I loved him and his dad in the prologue. Like, oh. And then in the present, when he was talking about his dad being dead, I was so sad. It was making me like feel like I was gonna start crying because it was making me miss my dad. Oh my gosh, it was so what him and his dad did, and finding out, like I was saying yesterday, like what the heck is this machine thing? Finding out what this was, what was going on here. I was like, oh my god. Like, it was my everything. I just love Leo. But I could also see how broken he was and how he could fall for someone like Ethan. But Ethan, don't get me wrong, he's what you call it, you know, he knows what he's doing. I mean, you know, he wants him to be broken, you know what I mean? To be so broken that he only wants to be with him. But at the same time, I love that Leo, why he did, you know, do stuff that Ethan wanted him to do. He also, like, had, I don't know, he was just, there was just something about him compared to some of the other guys in her world that get involved with the psychopaths. I don't know. There's something about Leo that just, like, I was like, okay. I don't know what it was. I just love Leo so much. He has to be, like, my favorite character. Next to psychopath Noah. Like, Noah scares me. If you haven't read Craven Chase, oh my gosh. Like, Noah, whoa. I'm like, what the heck with him? But, I don't know. Leo isn't a psychopath, of course, but I just loved him. Like, it was just, I want to give it 6 stars just because of Leo. And because I liked him. I hated his wife. I loved what I love what happens to her. I did not like her at all. I did not like her. I did not like her. I did not like her. If he didn't have her as a wife, he wouldn't have fell, though, as easy for Ethan. Like, let Ethan, start controlling him and stuff. That wife of his, I can see why he would want someone like Ethan. He gives him attention. It might not be the attention that is a good attention, but he gives him the attention. And I love, like, something that he does in here. Ethan, I'm talking about for Leo. Like, I loved it. So, yeah. Like, I want to give it 6 stars. Like, but I'm like, Lori, hold on. It might fade. You never know. Just wait. So, right now, we're going to say 5. I still got to figure out what the points are for this one and for, don't feed the vampire, or don't feed whatever it's called. I still got to find out my points, but I'll probably do that on Thursday. I don't even know what I did with that book. But yeah, I got 3 books today. I got one from Amazon, and I'm going to start this one. I know I'm still reading, what's it called again? Oh my gosh. Narrow Narrow, whatever it's called. And I'm still planning on reading it, but I just got this one today, and I'm just like, I want to read this. I want to know about Colton. So this is about, not Colton. Yeah, Colton and Eli. Eli, I don't know if he's a cop or a detective, and Colton, like, gets away from a serial killer or something. Yeah. And I think I don't know why I'm thinking that. I know Eli is the one that saved him, and then it's like 10 years later, and Eli comes back because he thinks that the guy, is still around, and he wants to see if Colton could help him, and then they're going to fall for each other while they're trying to, find this guy. And of course, yeah. So I really want to read this, so I think I'm going to start this tonight, and Narrow-mancy or whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. But that one I'll start again tomorrow. But yeah, so I got this one. That's what it's about. And then I got book 2, even though I haven't read book 1. And I never read the first series, like the dad. Because this is 2nd generation, so I never read the 1st generation. But I'm just like wanting to read these ones. Look how big they are. Look at this. I can't remember if the other one's longer or shorter. I have it somewhere over here because I want to, if I have a chance this month, to read it. If not, these 2 are definitely getting read next month. So I'm super excited about this. I know he's a professor and she's a student, and there's an age gap, I believe. And yeah, forbidden, of course, because he's a teacher, she's a student. And I know there's secret societies in this. And yeah, so I'm excited to read the first one, hopefully this month, and maybe this one. We'll see. But yeah, so. And then the last one I got was The Runes Beneath Us by Sasha E. Sloan. What you call it that is. Anyway. It says on the back, she saved the prince. Now she must survive his world. So I don't know if this is the romance between her and the prince. Because I don't think or if it's with her, and I don't know how to say his name. Cygnus. I'm not sure. And I know about this is it says, but beneath the palace, I'm just going to read you the last little bit. Beneath the palace lies a darkness far more dangerous than any secret. And when Lara, I don't know how you say her name, and that name that I just spelled to you, uncover a hidden world that could change everything, she must decide who to trust and how much she's willing to risk for a love that was never meant to be. But it sounds like she's in love with the prince, so I'm not sure. But it says, let me find it. Lara must keep her hidden identity, hidden, ... even from the prince she's fallen for. So, I don't know. I'm so confused who is going to be the love interest. or if it's gonna be a love triangle. But yeah, so that's this. Look, I love it. I love maps when they're on the book itself like that, and not just a piece of paper. You know what I mean? Or not, you know what I mean? Not on like, yeah, paper, not on like these. Look, see? So yeah, so those are my goodies. Yeah, so I finished 2 books already this month. And now like I said, I'm going to be reading this. So I will update you guys tomorrow. Man, this video was going to be long this week, because I'm probably going to keep filming until Friday and start a new one on Friday. So tomorrow and Thursday, I'm probably still going to be adding stuff to this, and I think it's already like 30-40 minutes. So it's going to be a long reading vlog, but that's okay. I haven't put one up in a while. So this one will definitely go up, and I am so like excited but also scared to read this book because it is about a killer. But it does say, let me find it. Let's see. It says, for the readers ready to curl up for the next 24 hours to bed rot and enjoy the pleasure of a good old-fashioned smutty romance, I sincerely hope it's raining, that your coffee is hot, and that there's no one at home to interrupt your much-needed self-care time. Now read on, reader, ... The spice awaits. So why there is going to be dark stuff in here? I mean, there's a serial killer that they're trying to find, and at the beginning he escaped from the serial killer. There's going to also be a lot of smut, and I'm using this one. Give me all the angst. So yeah, I will update you guys probably sometime tomorrow, and I'll talk to you guys then. Bye. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I got my book of the month, so I wanted to share. I also I didn't pick back up Narrow Vance yet, but I will later today. I started I'll Find You in the Dark by Ariel Bitty? How do you say it? I'm already 164 pages in. There is a lot of trigger warnings because when he was like, I think he was 20, he was kidnapped and he escaped this killer. And it's not a spoiler because you find out right away that there was 2 of them and one is dead and the other one is still on the loose. And it's like 10 years later, and the cop that he found when he was running at the beginning of the book comes because he wants him to help him because there's more killings. It's not a spoiler either, this part happened right away too. They didn't believe that there was more than 2. They just thought it was 1. They didn't believe him when he said that there was 2 people. And anyways, and then killings start happening again. We go from there. Very dark. So track triggers because, you know, he was kidnapped and they did a lot of awful things to him. So and they do go into detail. So just watch. You know, if that's very triggering to you, then you might not want to read this because he really describes what happened to him. So yeah, it's good. So it's like a 4-star. Then I got my 2 books. I'm going to tell you real quick what I got because my timer will be going off. You know what I've noticed? They give some weird bookmarks now, don't they? I think they're supposed to like make something when they're all done. I don't know. I don't keep them. I don't even know what I did with my other 2. Anyways, I got Lady Tremaine. This is the the stepmother from Cinderella. It's her story. That's all I really know. I don't want to know too much because I want to go in as blindly as possible. But it sounds like it's going to be really good. And then we have, and this is by Rachel Hotshare, something like that. I'm not sure. And then we got This Story Might Save Your Life by Tiffany Crum. I think they're podcasters, and one of the podcasters goes missing and he's trying to find what happened or something. It says best friends Benny and Joe like to say they've been saving each other's lives since the moment they met until the day Joe disappears and Benny is suspected of her murder. ... So they're both do podcasts. And she goes missing, that's what it is. And I guess they both had like their own survival stories and stuff like that. Like I said, it says with the help of Joe's husband Xander, they built a lucrative empire. And then it says the problem is their next survival story may be their own. When Benny arrives at Joe and Xander's home one morning to record, he finds shattered glass and an empty house. The one clue shedding light on the couple's disappearance is the incomplete, previous, unseen first draft of Joe's memento. How do you say that word? Memory, you know, when you do your life story. Anyways, Benny will stop at nothing to find them, even as the police soon zero in on him as their prime suspect. It says millions of devoted listeners think they know the real Benny and Joy. But as hours tick by and the odds seem increasingly stacked against Joe and Xander being found alive, not even the most devoted fans can guess the terrible secrets their famous BFFs have hidden from the world and from each other. Sounds really good. I might read this month. So, I'm not sure about the Lady Tremaine one. I might save that for another month. But yeah, so those are the two books I got, and this is the bookmark again. Okay. I just wanted to share really quick. I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Hi. I finished. I'd find you in the dark. For a little bit there, I thought it was going to be like 4.5 stars, but that last like 50, 60 pages just like made my heart just start going, what the hell, and yes, and you go, and yeah, so it wound up being 5 stars. I got a lot of tabs, and I was like, look at all these tabs. Like, I'm doing good this month. This is the 3rd book I read, and all of them are 5 stars. You know, the more I read the other 2, the more I feel like the first book should be more like a 4.5. But I still really liked it, and I'm still thinking about the couple. Riley and Seth. I believe that's what their names were. I'm probably wrong about one of their names. But for the Don't Feed the Vampire or whatever it's called, I still think about the characters, so I think I'm going to keep it a 5. But yeah, I kind of feel like I might change the second book to a 6. What would you do, or what would it cost? I mean, we'll see. I did read, sorry, now it's getting loud. I did read a little tiny bit more in Narrow Van. I am now on page...
Eat your food! Eat your food!
Hey, Robin, I'm trying to talk. Sorry, you guys. I'm on page 164. So, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, tonight, Sarah J. Maas is going to be on Call Her Daddy podcast, so we're going to get some info, I'm sure. I'm so excited. So, woohoo! But yes, this book. Is really getting me already. And I like, what's his name? I wasn't sure about him at first, but the more I think, more that I learn about him, now in the second part especially, I really like, I think his name, Seth? No, not Seth. What's his name now? Sebastian? Maybe? Is his name Sebastian? Now I forgot. I'm so bad at remembering names. Yeah, Sebastian. I really like Sebastian. I hate his father. That's all I'm gonna say. This book is so good. I was gonna start Daggermouth, but I'm not sure because I have To Cage a Wild Bird to come in the morning, and I really want to read that. I'm gonna have 2 copies of that because I want the regular edition, and then I'm getting the Alara, however you say it, edition, and I'll be reading the regular one and annotating it, and then if I wind up loving it, I will keep the other one that I got from Allura. If I don't wind up liking it, then I'll give the Allura one the next time I go to Half Price. So yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna get Allura, probably next week. Probably. But yeah, this video is gonna be long because it's already like probably with this part right here, it's gonna be like an hour or a couple of minutes till. I still got to do points. I still haven't even looked to see what I got for any of my books. I read 3 books and I haven't even looked. I probably won't do that until tomorrow or Friday morning. So yeah. This book, I have a feeling it's gonna break me. I'm gonna take my time with this one. So I don't know if I'll finish it during the first week of Ramathon. I don't know. Sorry about the singing. Hannah's doing dishes, so she always sings when she's doing dishes. But yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to read any more of this right now, or if I'm going to find something to watch and then read this later if I feel like reading later. But yeah, like I said, 7, I believe it is when the podcast, when Call Her Daddy starts. Because I think or is it now? Well, I better go check. It's either now or it's it might have already started, or it starts at 7, maybe, my time. I'm trying to see if I can find it, but I'm not seeing anything here. Let me see. Oh gosh. Cat always jumps up there. I'm trying to see when it starts. I can't remember if it's 6 or 7. Can't find it. Let's see. Maybe it's at 9. 8 our time. 8 my time. 6 o'clock now. That is. Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I will update you guys later. If not tonight, then tomorrow. And yeah, bye for now. Hi everybody. I haven't started yet, but I got To Cage a Wild Bird. You'll be seeing 2 copies eventually because I did get the Allura copy too, Allura, which will be here probably the next few days. But I wanted this one to read now and also to annotate. I'm going to be doing a spoiler reading vlog. Do I think the book is worth reading? I don't know if it has a big hype. I don't have any idea. I don't know what the ratings are. I don't want to go look at spoilers or any reviews or anything like that. I want to go in blindly. So I don't know if it's a 4.5, if it's a 3.5. I don't know what it is. But I know a lot of people are talking about this book. And they said it's like the Hunger Games. So I want to read it. Cassidy's doing reading sprints, so I will be back later, and with the non-spoily thoughts here, and then spoily thoughts, I'll be doing a reading vlog, I said, so, yeah. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later, bye. Happy Friday, everybody. Sorry I didn't update you guys yesterday. I did get some of this read. I got up to page 135. I'm really liking it. I could definitely tell why, a lot of people are comparing this to the Hunger Games because it definitely has a lot of that feeling. One of the characters kind of getting me like a Rue vibe from Hunger Games. Like how everybody loved her so much in there, and everybody was protective of her. Anyways, that's what this is giving me a lot of feelings of with one of the characters. I'm loving the side characters. I'm really liking this a lot. Like, I'm like really wanting to know a lot about not August. Oh my gosh, August is one of the side characters that I freaking love. Val, yeah, Val. I want to know his story. So yeah, but she's there, you know, trying to get her brother out of the prison. He got put in there, in this jail. I mean, in this, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. And the thing is that they want her to go in and get this one person out of there that they really need to help them bring down this system here. It's really good. Like, oh my gosh. And the trials are the hunting, because they hunt them down. And you have to go, it's not a spoiler, it tells you right here. Get to the blood tree. If you get to the blood tree, that is where they can't hunt you anymore. You're safe for the rest of that day. And they have like systems and stuff like that. I don't think that's what you call it either. So the more the more hunts that you survive, the higher you get up. The better like food situation and stuff like that you get. It's very intriguing. I'm really liking it. Like look at that. See? It's kind of like off though. I think it might be the tab. I don't know. And I'm sitting there, but yeah, I'm really loving it. And then I started this last night because I wanted a romance to read. Even though I am reading still Narrowvance, but like I said, that one's I'm reading like 3 to 4 chapters a day until I finish it. So I wanted something else, so this one is the one I'm reading. Once I'm done with this one, I have one coming today that's it's a thriller romance with hockey. It's male, female. It looks really good. So when I get that, I'm probably going to be starting that. But I had to finish this one first, of course. Last I checked, it was still being, processed. So should usually around between now and 11:30 it usually ships. It says it's out for delivery, So yeah, right now it's 10:36, so yeah. But yeah, this is Pennsylvania, but he goes by Penn and Gideon. And Penn sees a fire, and he of course goes in and helps. And it's Gideon. His I can't remember if he has 2 kids or 1 kid. I'm trying to remember. I know he at least has 1 kid, and I know that it was his brother or brother-in-law and a couple other kids that were in the fire. Anyways, and now the person that set the fire is after Penn, because Penn is the one that that saved them. He wants revenge, and he feels like that if he gets revenge, the guy that's doing it, he wants to kill everybody that Gideon loves, and then then take Gideon down. So, and of course, Pennsylvania, or Penn as he goes by, he got them out of the fire. So of course now the guy's after him too. And it's the romance between these two. Yeah, it's really good. I'm really liking it. He has, I don't know how you say it, but he has this condition. I think he says only 3 to 4 people get this condition. I can't remember. He has some kind of condition. Let me see if I can find it. Because he tells you in it what it is. What the statistics is for it. There is after that. They're so cute because Olivia and one of the other boys call him Batman because he saved them. I just think it's so cute. Yeah, I can't find where he was talking about it at. But he was telling how many people get this, it's very low. Ooh, Logan going Batman. Let's see. See. He says it's a condition that's a gene mutation, how do you say it? That he was born with. I'm trying to find it. Anyways, I can't find what he said how many people have this, but it's very rare. So there ain't that many people that get this. And it's a true thing. It's FAAH, with a little slash OUT, and it's all in capital. So, and that's what he has. I'm trying to see if I can find the statistics really quick. Yeah, I don't remember how many people, what the thing is. If I find it later, I'll let you know. Yeah. But anyways, it's extremely rare and was quite hard to determine. It's quite hard to determine if you have it or not. But yeah, basically you can't feel feel pain. I think it's feel pain. I know for sure you don't have you can't have fear. You're not scared of people, or anything like that. You don't have a sense of fear, which is kind of scary, right? But anyways, yeah. So I really like him a lot. But anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. It's so loud with Robin watching her thing. And I think this is going to be the end of this one. And we'll start a new reading vlog because this is already very long. I will let you guys know what all the points are that I got for the other books that I read in this upcoming reading vlog. So stay tuned for that. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like it, please give it a like. I already said that, didn't I? And if this is the first time you're watching, if you think about it, please, if you love it, please, subscribe. Also, go Team Paladin! Paladin! Go Team Paladin! Okay, bye everybody. I will talk to you guys in the next video. I'm out of here. Bye!